and welcome to the 7th edition of Detour. Last week, I walked you through the process of making a newspaper at Lake House, and this week I'm checking out the Gull-Face Green, the biggest open space in Colombo and a hotspot of activity for children, young couples, kite flyers, tourists, and really revelers of all stripes. Because it was a beautiful day, the green was buzzing with action as kids ran circles around me while some guys played rugby on a spit of sand. Vendors selling food, kites, and toys lined the promenade. There were also countless families on the narrow beach, apparently ignoring the signs warning people not to enter the water. Parents and children, many clad in jeans, dresses, and shirts, played in the sea, a scene much different from my experiences swimming in America, where people tend to wear the least amount of clothing possible while they swim. As I walked across the beach, I met Ravi from Avisavela, a tuk-tuk driver who had taken his wife, daughter, and 2 grandchildren to the green for a relaxing afternoon. As his grandchildren splashed away, Ravi explained that he also came to Gull-Face as a child and had great memories playing both on the grass and in the ocean. Since he had such nice times there as a child, he thought his own grandkids should have similar experiences. After wishing him a good evening and continuing on my way, the lifeguards, who stayed up on the walkway, possibly prohibiting them from actually saving drowning people, blew their whistles and called everyone up from the beach.
The nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
I returned to the high ground and saw a group of guys playing cricket, a sport that doubles as a religion in Sri Lanka. In the States we have baseball, and many people care deeply about it, but I have to say that cricket affects the average Sri Lankan much more than baseball does the average American. Since I'm a newly indoctrinated fan of the game, I thought I would try my hand at it. I watched these guys play a highly competitive and impressive game for a couple of minutes, and then they invited me to play a relaxed one-over game. Luckily for me, they were playing with a soft tennis ball, and when I went to bat, lobbed me easy deliveries instead of the lasers they were throwing to each other. I hit a couple balls, but I kept forgetting the rules. Though I was never a big baseball player, I for some reason have the instinct to drop the bat after hitting every time. So, though I smacked the ball, I kept dropping the bat, much to the amusement of my teammates and opponents, who instructed me that I must never lose hold of that bat. I played for a few minutes, but didn't want to interrupt their game too much, since the light was fading and they wanted to finish their game. Sweaty and a bit tired from my rousing cricket debut, I asked the video team what the best refreshment would be. Anuja and Tishan, those devious fellows, recommended Saravita, knowing full well that I'm not a proponent of betel leaves in any form. I knew I would probably not like the product, but I agreed to try it, and after paying the vendor 200 rupees instead of the 80 he originally asked for, I popped the Saravita in my mouth. The sweet, honeyed tobacco flavor was again not up my alley, and I had to spit the stuff into a nearby trash can for fear of being nauseated. Anuja and Tishan felt badly, so they recommended I try some iso wade, a venerated Sri Lankan dish. It is a pretty perfect light snack, I must say, as the crunchy wade and the tasty shrimp, onions, and sauce bring you an awesome flavor and texture combo. We don't really have anything like that over in New York. But our long filming session made us pretty hungry, so we headed to Nana's place for some food. There are 2 Nana's restaurants on Gull-Face Green, and I wanted to get to the bottom of the mystery of which one is the original. Though the man at Nana's Place, founded in 1989, said that his establishment was in fact the first one, the good people at Nana's King, purportedly founded in 1987, also claimed to be the original. I guess I'll have to engage in some investigative journalism to figure this one out, as nobody would budge on their own story. As darkness settled over Colombo, I walked down the green and past the Gull Face Hotel, thinking of all the fun I would have had as a kid growing up on the green. Join me next week for the 8th installment of Detour.